All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. It's almost Monday morning, man. I know it's late. These games are late, man, so I'm trying to adjust my schedule because I don't know how I'm going to be able to continue to stay up and do my reaction videos to these games and then keep my regular early morning workout routine, but I'm going to make it happen. Without further ado, man, let's get into it. Let's talk about this Rockets-Milwaukee Bucks game. Now, this was a game that I watched closely, mainly because I think these are two teams with championship aspirations. And Milwaukee Bucks actually, according to a lot of people, have the best chance at winning the chip this year because of Giannis' dominance, as well as, their overall record, as well as, their three-point shooting, their length, and rightfully so. I mean, don't take nothing away from the Bucks, man. They're arguably the best team in the league. It's arguable because you got the Clippers, the Lakers, and you got some other teams. Well, speaking of some other teams, tonight, the Houston Rockets was one of those other teams. Now, I've been saying this for a while now, and I'm going to continue to say it. The Houston Rockets is an underdog team that I'm not going to change my tune. They have the ability to really surprise some people. And tonight was, I think, a eye-opening experience and the Rockets' ability to put the rest of the NBA on notice. Let me tell you something. If you wondered how the Houston Rockets was going to fare against bigger teams, the Bucks is arguably the biggest team in the NBA. You got Lopez's, both of those brothers. You got Giannis. Middleton is a pretty big guy himself. So you got a big team, and the Rockets are a small team. The Rockets are a small team. Now, the one thing that does concern you is the rebounding. The Rockets are, on a nightly basis, are getting out-rebounded, and you kind of expect that. Those second-chance opportunities that they give a team like the Milwaukee Bucks, can really be, it can really be hurtful. It can really be damaging, those constant second-chance opportunities, especially late in the game. But as you've seen in this game, they have a remedy for this. The thing about the Houston Rockets that you have to understand is that they are constantly coming. I mean, they're coming 24/7. They're always coming. And they're at a point where it's like Russell will hit you, James Harden will hit you. And I want to say this about one person on the Houston Rockets, man. And if you see his numbers tonight, it's not going to jump off the stat sheet. You're probably not even going to understand what I'm talking about till I say his name. But who deserves so much credit because he's asked to be so much better. He's asked to do so much more, especially on the defensive end. P.J. Tucker. This guy, and his stats are not crazy, but this is the guy who's actually go up against the biggest, the big guys, the centers, the 7 feet guys, the 6'11" guys, and he's nowhere near that size. But he plays, I don't know how he do it, has a ability to play so much bigger than he actually is, that is amazing, right? He is not going to get an award for it. People are not going to talk about him for it. But P.J. Tucker needs to be celebrated for what he's doing quietly. See, I'm a fan of the underdogs. I'm a fan of that player that nobody really watching, but they really are the anchor of a team. And I get, we can talk about Harden and Russ, and those guys are amazing. Don't get me wrong. Those guys are freaking amazing. But P.J. Tucker is so instrumental to this team. And what he's doing against centers and power forwards, night in and night out, is nothing short of amazing. The bigger guys are going to get some rebounds over him. But he plays big. Like, it's not like they are just doing what they want. He don't allow that. Like, you worked for that. I don't care how big he make you work for it. He played very sound defense. So tonight, the Houston Rockets decide they rolled out the bed today and decided they were gonna tie their own record for 61 3-point attempts in this game. First of all, that's crazy. That they were definitely aiming to shoot that 3 ball, and that's their game. So if anybody know a little bit about me, you know I'm really big in business, right? Like, I'm really big on business, on business and different techniques, self motivation, self improvement. I'm really big on that type of stuff. There's a book, and listen, this video ain't sponsored by none of them or nothing like that, but there's a book called The 4-Hour Work Week, and this book talk about, and I'm gonna tie this in. This book talk about a very key component. It says you only have to work 4 hours a week if you focus on your strengths. Now, it's whether you believe that, don't believe that, that's up to you. You know, but it says the premise of this book is focus on what you do best and let the rest happen. Focus on what you do best. Focus on your strength, right? Because what you'll notice is a lot of time, 80% of your results come from 20% of your work. I say all that, I'm going to tie this back in here. I say all that to say the Houston Rockets said, okay, screw all that. This is what we do good. We're going to double down on this. We're going to double down on this. And your hats go off to a team that do that, man. Your hat go off to a team that says, hey, I know what conventional wisdom say. I know what everybody else is doing. I know how you guys play, but we're going to do us. That's different. That's different. And regardless if that's your favorite team or not, you have to at least sit back and go, wow, okay. Do what you do best. And the Houston Rockets said, okay, cool, we don't need a big guy. I mean, they do have Tyson Chandler, but he don't even really play. I don't even think I seen him play tonight. So, and they just stick with what they do best, and it works. And they can spread your team out so wide that it's like it get the bigger guys out of position, and that's their game plan, and it works. And then when you got a person like Russ that can get in the middle, that can drive down that lane, him or Harden. We already know what Harden can do. Those lanes open up because those big guys can't sit in there no more. They really got to spread out. And you got a guy like PJ Tucker, who's a proficient 3-point shooter, and a guy like Lopez got to now step out to really guard him. Do you want Russ coming down that lane all day on your team? No. So I want to give the Houston Rockets credit for that, man. Congratulations on the big win tonight to all the Houston Rockets and their fans, man. Those are great games, and I think the NBA been put on notice, man. The Rockets are serious. They serious contenders. And if people underestimate them because they lack the size or whatever for whatever reason, they'll wake you up real soon. Remember I told you. With that being said, man, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for your support. It's late. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man.